Hey there, and welcome on back. As always, I'm Carl with Target's Attitude, Absent-Minded Professor of Knives and all things sharp. Sit on back, grab your pens and paper. Class is about to begin. First, a little syllabus work as always. If you're new to the channel, well, welcome. We do a series of knife reviews, plus occasional reviews of other things like flashlights, camping gear, survival gear, that sort of thing. If you've been with us for a while, welcome back. I've only got one question for you. Have you subscribed yet? No? Really? As often as we've gone over this, you haven't subscribed yet. Come on, man. It's so easy. You just hit that button right down there. It says subscribe. Then you hit the button right next to it. Looks like a bell. That way you get notified every time I put up a neat new video. It's a win-win situation. Win for you because you get to know when I'm putting up new videos and you get to see them all. Win for me because, let's be honest, the more subscribers I get, the easier it is to get these neat new things. But let's get on with class, shall we? Today, taking a look at one of the new ones for 2020 from CRKT. It's not as just opening as you can see, but it's the M40 Spearpoint. And this is a sweet knife. It was designed by former Master Sergeant Kit Carson, same as the M16 and the M21, and it is, well, let's face it, anything designed by Master Sergeant is going to be sturdy, well thought out, and just a good overall knife. Unlike most CRKTs, this one has a 1.4116 tool steel blade. That's a German tool steel, though it's not just made in Germany anymore. And yeah, the Tronox has used it for years. Some Cold Steel has used it. This is the first one I'm aware of CRKT using it in, but could be wrong. In either case, it's not going to be the last, I'm sure. It's a fairly nice sized knife. I mean, overall, it's 4.6 inches closed. Nice. Let's do it that way so you can get a better look. Yeah. The blade is 3.45 inches. It is a spear point. False edge on top. Very sweet. The handle itself is glass reinforced nylon with almost a basket weave type setup. And it's got a bolster, which is unusual for most knives of this style. And what really sets it apart is that it's not a lockback. It's not a frame lock or liner lock. It uses what CRKT calls their deadbolt lock system. If you watch that little piece right there, when I push the button on the other side, it flips out, unlocks the blade, allows you to close it. On the other side, the button, when it's folded up, this looks like a pivot point. But when you open it, as you can see, it pops out a little bit. And the other side goes in to lock. And it's a strong lock. It's not going to let that knife close on you no matter what. So, very, very intriguing. That particular lock was developed by a man from the Philippines. I can't remember his name offhand. It was just introduced last year, 2019. First blade that had that particular style lock on it was the seismic, excuse me. And this is perhaps a second knife. Very sweet. open back, as you can see. The pocket clip, unfortunately, is for right hand carry, tip up only. Can't move it. You're stuck that way, which, okay. I'm right-handed, so that's not a big deal for me. Actually, I'm a ambidextrous, but it's still not a big deal for me. And I prefer to carry my knives tip up anyway, so. But if you prefer anything else, or you're a lefty, sorry, man. Can't help you on that. But let's see how it does on our standard barrier test, shall we? Start off with standard piece of scrap paper and yeah, flying through that, beautiful. Standard piece of corrugated cardboard. And yes, I've whittled on a little bit. Let's see here. And it goes not bad. Not a lot of pressure to take it through. Cuts through nicely. Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to open up any cardboard box I know of. Let's see here. Hang packaging test. Standard soda bottle. Let's see how it does on this. Right on in. And it goes around. Sure can't complain about that now, can you? Let's see here. Paracord. Yeah, fancy coloring, I know. What can you say? But let's see here. Right through that piece. Slightly smaller piece. Still right through. So let's get down to this tiny little bit that I can just barely hold on to and see how the tip does. That's 1, 2, and launch. Okay. So, okay. Probably would have cut through on that third piece if it hadn't launched it, but good enough. Let's see here. So we've had paracord. Okay, yeah. Let's go for zip ties. As you know, I'm really fond of zip ties. They're just so handy for so many different things. I bought a bunch when I was rewiring my garage to tie the cables in place. I've used them to tie stuff to my backpack when I was still backpacking and hiking on a regular basis. I probably will again once I get back into shape and can do that again. But this is hard to cut. You really almost need a pair of diagonal cutters. Let's see how this does, shall we? And 1. Cut it fairly nicely. Let's see how well it does on trimming it down after you've put it. Well, that time it cut through 1 strike instead of 2. So yeah, sure can't complain about that, now can we? Let's see here. Leather. Good, thick, high quality cowhide. Let's see how it does on this. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. I've seen better, but then again, looking at the blade geometry. Okay, now see this one. I take a slightly bigger cut. Does beautiful. Might have troubles cutting a pair of laces with that, but if you're looking to make yourself good, heavy vest or pair of bracers, it'll do the job just fine. So, last thing, wood. Standard piece of wood from my wood shop. Nothing fancy, nothing special. And it's trimming those pieces off quite nice. Let's see how it does this way. Going to do a featherboard to start your fire real quick and easy. Let's see how it does on batoning. As I keep telling you, not something to do on a regular basis with a folding knife. But fresh out of the box, just to see how the blade geometry is. Okay. That false edge is cutting into my hand, so I'm not going to be able to baton it very far. But on the other hand, it still drove in quite nice. I mean, yeah, can't complain about that. And as I say, it trimmed up the wood just fine. Yeah, definitely can't complain about that. So, okay, looks great. Let's go ahead back to that piece of paper and see how we do. Did it take any damage? Hell no. Still cutting just fine. So there you have it. The M40-03, designed by Master Sergeant Kit Carson. Definitely a beautiful blade. Definitely worthy of Kit Carson's design and skills. Shows every bit of why he was so impressive. I could wish the blade was a little bit smoother so that it could work better, but you know, it still works fairly nicely. May not be quite as smooth as some of the others, but it's nothing to complain about, that's for sure. And some studs work just as well as the extended tang. But there you have it. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something new. As always, I thank you. Look forward to seeing you next week when we open class up again. Until then, remember, maybe ability that decides what you can do. Maybe motivation that decides what you will do. But it's attitude that decides how well you do it. So if you're going to do something, no matter how minor, do it with attitude. See ya. Bye now.